Hey Star Wars fans, Jesse here. I'm back with a new video. We're in Rancho Cucamonga, Paul Biane Library, Star Wars Read Day. Sorry if the camera's shaky, but I'm walking over there. I just finished dressing up, taking pictures with kids. So now it's time to take pictures and record for you guys. This is our 9th year doing the event. And wait till you see what is around the corner. There's all the people, you can see. This is a 2-day event. Today's May 28th, and it'll be May 29th also. Alright, there we are. This is just part of it. Look at that. Stuff for sale. Store, they had Star Wars TIE Fighter for $1. Rebel Assault 2 for PC. All these are for PC. This one was $1. And one of the hard ones to get, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I know Devin's gonna like this one for $2. What a good deal. $4 each. The south of the entrance. That's new for this year. That's new. This is the main stage here where Darth Vader does the story time. As you can see, there's a group of troopers here. 501st, Mandalorian Mercs, Rebel Legion. Hey, look at Kylo Ren. Okay, now we're inside. We have the Lego table.
Okay, just keep the same one.
This way. So the kids on the right, some of them are wearing them really. And so I'm using all the ships that have close.
Yeah. And these usually I did it accidentally and they're spring loaded and they just go.
Lego minis. The vintage table. Across the street to see the Star Wars band. You can see Han Solo, Princess Leia, X-Wing pilot, Darth Vader on the bass, and long-haired Luke on the guitar.
I like a good neighbor.
going back to the festivities. You can still hear the band behind me. Like I said, it gets bigger and bigger every year. Photo op with the stormtroopers. It's one giant dog.
See you, brother.
So let's go wait in line for the Saber Guild demo. Vader over there. Saber Guild 315. Let's wait in line for the demonstration of the Saber Guild. They're just letting in the people. Still letting people in. So I guess the show's starting.
Well, welcome to our first day of Star Wars Read. This year we're having a 2-day event, if you didn't know. Today we're going to have an event starting from 1 all the way till 9. Later today we will be screening The Force Awakens in this room. And tomorrow we will have more activities going on from 10 till 4 p.m. So are you guys ready for the Saber Guild? Yeah! I can't really hear you. One more time. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Well, this is a live theatrical show. We will have lightsaber demonstrations up here. If for whatever reason you need to exit the building, we recommend you guys.
Welcome, younglings. Your system is now under the protection of the Empire. We are here for your safety and security, and to help stamp out any rebel scum. We require service from each and every one of you. You there, we have need of many stormtroopers. Please tell your friends. You, sir, I can get you into the TIE Pilot Academy. We need each and every one of you to fight with us. What's that? Jedi? No, youngling. There is no such thing as those crazy old wizards. Only our own Darth Vader commands such power. What?
Sir, there's been a disturbance near our garrison.
What's that?
Sir, rebels!
It's time to make a stand! You there, call for reinforcements! We will deal with this insignificant band.
every system under their control, slavery, resources, and freedom. We are fighting for all of your freedom. Join the rebellion! What? Imperial shuttle incoming! We've got company! We're not leaving these younglings.
This planet is ours, and so are these insignificant slaves. They will not defy the Empire.
The Force is strong within. You can't stop us.
Younglings, the Force is strong in you. Join the Empire and we can hunt down this insignificant rebellion.
Don't listen to his lies. You thought all of the Jedi were wiped out, but we are the spark that remains. We will protect these younglings and their freedom.
Your powers are insignificant compared to the power of the dark side.
Younglings, together we are strong. The Force is strong in all of you. Together we can defeat him. Raise your hands and help us push the Inquisitor away. 1, 2, 3. Push! Again. Focus your minds. 1, 2, 3. Push! Once more. Reach out with your feelings. 1, 2, 3. Push!
You have not seen the last of me. We will crush your rebellion.
Thank you, everyone. Our power is in cooperation. If we help each other, we can even defeat the mighty Empire. You are all part of the rebellion now. Keep fighting the oppression of the Empire, and never forget to work together. May the Force be with you.
and you guys can single file line. I can't even talk anymore. Single file line over here. If you guys
This is Jesse, Imperial Academy, back again with this really cool, awesome vintage table here. And you, sir, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Stephen Manley, and I'm here with the California Vintage Star Wars collectors.
Awesome, California, here we go.
Locals.
Awesome. Can you tell us some of the awesome things you have here on the table?
Yeah, so we've got a whole bunch of vintage stuff from 1977 to 85, so in that time period, anything that from like movie viewers to model kits, some of the large size action figures, some glasses from Burger King.
Oh, I remember commercials for that.
Yeah, this is a very strange tape dispenser from Japan.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing too, this is a hard to find
They're
kind
hard
of
to find. Yeah,
item.
Definitely.
And where we go.
Let's see what else we got. A piece from the Micro Collection, which didn't do so well, but I think they're actually really cool.
Yeah.
The classic Millennium Falcon. A little beat up, but as it should be.
Oldie but classic.
Yes.
Hey, look
This
at
is a C-3PO model kit. And we have some of the classic 3 3/4 inch figures from the Kenner line. Just a sample, there was about 93 of those.
There's Boba Fett, the
Yep.
man with the plan.
Yeah. And you got something kind of weird like the fun poncho, whatever that is.
Hey, it's a poncho with fun.
Yeah. Cheap Halloween costume.
Oh, cookies. I remember these.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And then we have some Super 8 film and a Give a Show projector from Italy.
Wow.
Remote Control R2. And it's a whole bunch of weird stuff.
Awesome. And do you have a website that our viewers can see?
Yeah, so if you go to cavswcc.blogspot.com.
All right, great. All right, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching us, and we'll be back again.
All right.
Kids, Star Wars costume contest.
Welcome. Pleased to meet you. Come on out here with me. So you're a stormtrooper, but you've obviously confiscated Han Solo's gun. That's kind of impressive. What's your name? Excellent. Pleased to meet you. Give us a little stormtrooper march. Can you do the march? Cool. March over here with me. Cool. Round of applause, please. Okay, so this is really confusing. You're obviously Lord Vader, but you have like Princess Leia.
All right, so you can see some of the stuff behind me.
Leo, here.
People get out of my way. Passing by the Mandalorian mercs.
Ah, Captain Phasma. So clean, I can almost see
See,
myself.
he's behind me.
Very cool. Come on out with me.
Now this
So
this
is
costume
you after you
contest
got cleaned up
right
after
behind
they
me.
dumped you in the trash compactor. Nice. What's your name? Very cool. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's very cool. Well, you obviously fought long and hard in the Clone Wars. Your costume looks like my costume after I fight too much. Very cool. What's your name? It's a pleasure to meet you. Very nicely done. Did you make this yourself? That's very cool. Good job. Give us some talent. Show everything off. Excellent, excellent. The more Jedi, the merrier. Although I didn't ask, maybe you're Sith. Welcome to the stage. Did you?
Alright, so things are winding down. I'll be back tomorrow.
You are our last. I'm glad to see
And it'll be even bigger.
You escaped Starkiller Base before.
Hoping there's more people tomorrow, but today was pretty big.
Very cool. What's your name? Very cool. Big round of applause.
Star Wars Cantina. Alright guys, I will be back tomorrow. This is Jesse from Imperial Academy. For all the Star Wars fans out there in the world, hope you enjoyed this video. Part 1, Part 2 tomorrow, and there you go. May the Force be with you all. Jedi Shakespeare.
You guys know what this is right over here? Alright, very, very good. Alright. Next right here. Can you take that and go ahead and erase that? Okay, what's on here? You can go. Alright. Does she know what she's gonna draw? Yeah, alright. Alright guys, are you ready for round 2? Are you ready? On your mark. Go. Alright.
We'll give you a hint. What do you think?
The second day of Star Wars Reach Day. And we're gonna go see Billie Dee Williams over there. And auditorium where Billie Dee Williams is gonna come out. He has right here, I don't know.
Like in 20 minutes he'll be here.
It's kind of exciting.
So let's... Hi Mom. There's the crowd. There's Devin's head. As you can see, there's the stage. And then back slowly to us. Hi Mom. So we're just waiting. Hopefully we can be able to record, but
Outside.
we'll be taking pictures soon and recording more people. All right, we'll be back. Out Miami.
But it was a very, very special experience. I always describe that experience as an act of love. It was a total, complete. But it was a very interesting experience with those guys. You know, when those guys train, they're trained to really hurt you in a very big way.
Okay. A little bit after that, you acted with Diana Ross in Lady Sings the Blues and then Mahogany.
You know, the Lady Sings the Blues, I did that very same year I did Brian's song. You see the difference in those two characters. I always like to point that out, just to let people know how good I am. But it was like within months after I did Brian's song.
Can you tell us a Diana Ross story?
Well, we had a lot of fun working together. Yeah, we were like two little kids having a lot of fun. So it was a very, very pleasant experience. That's it.
Well, speaking of other like black female icons of that era, you went to school with Diane Carroll. Is that correct?
Yeah, Diane and I went to music and art high school in New York City. I was there as a painter. She was there for music. I think she was 2 years ahead of me. But she was quite an extraordinary person. I remember her, she was like the Pied Piper. There were always these people following behind her. She was like, when she walked into a room, it was like sunshine just walked into the room, or came into the room. She had that kind of presence.
Were you following her too?
No, I was just a little kid. I was just like observing the whole thing. You know? I just found it really amazing.
You know, that era, the early mid-'70s was a good era for black cinema. You know, from either the blaxploitation type films to more serious things like Lady Sings the Blues or Sounder, Roots. But it seems like that kind of faded out, you know, as the 70s went on. Do you have any idea of why that happened? And
I don't know. I don't spend much time thinking about it.
I mean, do you think that what do you think of the state of cinema today and roles for black actors compared to that era?
I don't spend any time thinking about
it. You played Harvey Dent in Tim Burton's Batman back in 1980. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and working with Tim Burton as a director?
I had a nice time. It was very interesting. You know, it was pre, CGI, computer-generated stuff. So you really had real sets, which I found really interesting. To actually walk on a set of Gotham City was totally an awesome experience. So it was very interesting, and I was really looking forward to playing Two-Face, but it didn't work out. I think the Sony company bought the rights to the Batman series, and they decided to take a different direction. So I didn't have the opportunity. I didn't get the opportunity. But you know, you lose, you win some, you lose some. So that's life, you know. Just keep a smile on your face and just keep moving. Yeah.
In recent years, you've played yourself pretty frequently on TV.
That a lot.
Which probably says something about what kind of status you've achieved as a pop culture icon, that you can play yourself and people accept you as, you know, the...
Well, as Trump says, it's branding. It's all about branding. You know, you make a decision about your career. You can be a great actor, and or be a great actor and a personality. And especially in film. I made a choice. I decided that I wanted to create a kind of longevity in my career. So I decided that branding is a good way to go.
I know some of the ones that you've done are Modern Family, Robot Chicken, Lost, and the Lego Movie. And there's been others besides that. Do you have one that you particularly enjoyed?
I love them. I love doing all of those things. It's an opportunity for me to mess around with humor. You know, my own brand of humor through myself. Does that make sense? Instead of some other character. Or maybe some other character too. The whole thing, everything.
You've performed in musicals, you portrayed Scott Joplin, you even recorded albums. How important is music in your life?
I love music. You know, I come from that era. Well, my mom studied opera for many years, and at some point in my life, I just studied singing and piano and all that sort of stuff as a kid growing up. My sister and I. My sister studied ballet. My twin, who's not with us anymore, but well, she is. But anyway, music has always been very much a part of my upbringing, and so I really enjoy it, especially bebop. Bebop. You know, I'm also a painter, so I've done a lot of paintings on that era, the bebop era, which I really enjoy very much.
Some of which were used in some kind of music program or museum or institution?
I'm sorry?
Were some of your paintings displayed in a kind of institution?
The Kansas City Jazz Museum has one of my pieces. The Schoenberg has a piece of mine in New York, and the Smithsonian has one of my pieces. I've exhibited in a lot of galleries around the country, and even in Canada. But DC, New York, Chicago, a lot of different places. And yeah, I've shown a lot of, I don't just do paintings about jazz, but I do paintings about lots of things that, that I'm interested in.
And you mentioned that you went to school to study painting.
Yeah, I went to, after I left the music and art high school, I got a scholarship to a school called the National Academy of Fine Arts and Design and Fine Arts. And, I'm dyslexic,
We can Google it.
But anyway, sometimes things start over here instead of over there, or over there instead of over here. But anyway, I got a 2-year scholarship, and I was nominated for a Guggenheim when I was about 18, 19 years old, and I won a Hall Garden, which is comparable to a Guggenheim. And so I spent 2 years at the Academy of Painting.
So how did you go from that to being an actor?
Well, I started acting when I was a little boy on the New York stage in a Broadway musical by Kurt Weill. Do you know who Kurt Weill is? When I was on stage with his wife, Latinanya, and that was that's the beginning of the whole part of the showbiz experience. I didn't start back. Show business was reintroduced to me when I left high school, and while I was at the academy. And while I was at the academy, I decided to take acting classes, and those were the years when the method was very popular. The whole Stanislavski, the School of Acting, and so I just sort of segued my life into this place. I never really. It's funny, I never really looked for it. It somehow looked for me. And so I just gave in and decided to try to be the best at it.
Okay, we'll move on to some Star Wars questions now. We'll go from the beginning. How did you come to be cast into Empire Strikes Back as Lando?
Well, they asked me to play Lando. I met with Irv Kershner. He was wonderful. One of the most extraordinary people I've ever encountered in my life. He came to my house. Normally actors have to go to somebody's office and sit before a whole bunch of folks. And but in this situation, Kirshner came to my house, and we just sat and talked, and we talked about a lot of different things, and he was interested in Eastern philosophy and Buddhism, and I was, at that point in my life, kind of interested in Eastern philosophy and Buddhism. And so we established a really wonderful rapport. So that's how it all sort of happened.
What was your initial reaction to the script of Empire Strikes Back and your character in it?
Well, the whole idea of that cape was really... that did it for me. Because I always liked all those guys, like Errol Flynn and all those swashbuckling kind of guys in the movies, the 40s and 50s. So I always, the whole idea of being a kind of a roguish, romantic devil was very appealing to me.
It was really groundbreaking at the time to have an African-American cast as one of the leads in a science fiction film.
I don't think about it. Seriously, don't think about all that kind of stuff. I try to approach everything from the perspective of presenting myself in my own unique, like each one of us is unique. I'd rather gamble on my own personal kind of unique qualities, and that overrides, supersedes the whole question of African American and black, white. I don't. When I grew up my life has been a very eclectic life since I was a baby, and so I tend not to lock myself into those kind of arguments. But that's just me.
Well, I understand that, but I'm sure a lot of other people have thought about it, and you know, that they got to see somebody who looked like themselves on the
Just
screen.
won't get off of this subject. Okay, go for it.
Well, I mean, haven't you? I'm glad that was a finger, not a laser pistol.
It's love.
Okay. Love. Yeah. I mean, haven't you received some nice compliments over the years for that role from young people or African Americans who were excited to see you on the screen?
African Americans really like me a lot. So the Caucasian.
Very true.
So,
I love you too.
You know, at the time when you signed to do the movie, Star Wars was obviously a big hit. How much did you know what you were getting into by signing on?
And Hispanics too. And Asians too.
Anyway, but okay. Again,
who else? There's all the Americans.
But did you know what you were getting into as far as the Star Wars universe?
Yeah, lots of money. I made a lot of money.
I mean, it's got to, but I still expect it's
boosted my career.
Yeah.
All those wonderful, practical, pragmatic things.
Do you have a favorite film in the Star Wars series, or a favorite scene that you did in the Star Wars series?
Well, being choked by Chewie was fun. Hello, what have we here?
Do you have a favorite movie in the series as well? In the Star Wars series?
Well, I'm like pretty partial to Empire Strikes Back. Production-wise, it was very well done, written very well. But so is this the 7. I like 7. I really enjoyed that. It was very well done. Good use of computer generation.
You played Lando in several mediums now, including as a voice actor in recent years. What do you think accounts for the character's longevity and the appeal?
My voice. And I used to have a pretty face. Not anymore. You know, I think when you do a character, you know, especially if the character is a bit dubious, vulnerability always stays in my head. The whole idea of being vulnerable is always something very appealing. You know, I always think of people like Betty Davis and James Cagney. Cagney could create all kinds of mayhem, but he always had his mom, and he always had a brother who was a priest. And Betty Davis was the supreme bitch of all time, but she always had at least 2 moments on that screen where you kind of understood why she was as crazy as she was. Ta-da! So, I think, you know, the whole idea of really having a lot of fun with a character. If it's a villain, you can do a lot of interesting, fun things with villains. That really audiences get a big kick out of. You know, and the whole idea is to make people feel really that they can. Well, the whole idea is to get your audience to relate to you. You know, and I think that every bad guy has somebody who loves that bad guy. Although Lando was not a bad guy, contrary to what some folks think. He was in trouble. He had a problem, a difficulty with a really bad guy. And he had to figure something out and try to prevent the complete demise of his buddy and his buddy's friends.
Yeah, it's that kind of conflicted aspect to the character that probably...
Well, there's Darth Vader, my goodness, Darth Vader. What was that one? There was one scene, was it in Jedi or was it in Empire Strikes? It starts out with Vader what's the ship called? Yeah, what?
Star Destroyer.
Right, and the guy, he offered this guy a job, and the guy didn't want the job because he knew that it was like a lost cause, and no matter, it was like, how do you say it? What?
Rock in a hard place?
Yeah, it's one of those situations, yeah. Right. I can always rely on everybody else to know about what goes on in these movies.
And we do.
What? Yeah, right.
Some of the fans were upset that you weren't in episode 7.
Nobody asked.
Was it gratifying to have that kind of support from, at least from fans?
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt.
That's when you got a next question.
Well, they're shooting it now. I have no idea what they're doing. But I won't be included. But you know something? Even if I don't come back, it doesn't matter. I made it a real impact with that character. And it doesn't matter whether I come back or not. I think maybe it's better I don't come back. They got writers out there. They're right there. Let's put the whole thing together.
See, the groundswell begins here.
Right.
Okay, and then kind of to wrap it out, bring it back to the beginning. Can you talk about the importance that reading and libraries have had in your life and your career in general?
Wait, say that again?
Can you talk about the importance of reading and the impact of
literacy?
Yeah, on your career and life in general.
Well, I think reading obviously is very important. I mean, there's an awful lot you can glean from reading and writing. Oh, it's beautiful. I love the sound of babies. It's so beautiful. Children are so wonderful. Oh, wow, thank you. listen, you know, reading is a lot of fun. I mean, it's you learn about a lot of things, about a lot of people, about a lot about history, about things that are contemporary, present. It's just, if you want to, I suppose, I could read this. As I read this, there are 6 million students in our California school system, and 25% of those students are unable to perform basic reading skills. Each year, our libraries wage their own in this battle by offering our communities a place to bring their children to read, hear story times, and experience an amazing variety of educational and cultural programs. That's pretty much what that's what it is. A library is not just a passive building filled with books, but an active part of a community that educates, enlightens, and leaves a positive, profound, and deep, lasting mark on the lives of all those who pass through its doors. And I think that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's, if you want to get along in this life, if you want to travel, if you want to see the world, and if you want to understand what the world is about, I think reading books is certainly one of the ways to do it, or the best way to do it. Going to the museum and looking at paintings and looking at artwork, and, traveling. I went to, if I had not read about some of my favorite painters in Mexico, I went to Mexico City, and I saw the works of people like Orozco, Diego Rivera, Segueros. Actually, when if I had not read about those guys and seen their work, I would not have known that they existed. And so when I saw Segueros in particular, I looked at his work and I just started weeping. It was just so beautiful to me. Even now when I talk about it, I get chills. But just because I spent time reading about these things, reading about things that interested me. We were talking about reading as far as kids are concerned. My daughter, when she was little, she didn't really want to read about a lot of things, but if you give a kid a subject matter that they want to read about, then it's a good way. I found it was a very good way to get kids started in that way. But how do you argue the whole idea of reading? Reading is important. You learn so much like that. And, and the other things, we spend so much time, teaching kids about war and stuff like that, when we should be teaching kids about reading, about painting, about all of the things that make you a creative person, a person who's interested in putting things together rather than destroying things.
Thank you so much, Billy. Let's have another round, nice warm round of applause.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bless you. Thanks. Good people.
We're back out of the auditorium where we saw Billie Dee Williams, and
Day number 2, we got Sith, we got the cops, sheriffs. This is towards the end of the day, they're loading up. The coins.
So we've been building a lot because there's a company that is doing a bunch of
Yeah, pretty cool. And over there, as you can see, I don't know if you can, but the teddy bear right there, that's where you can see.
Yeah, Devin just won a raffle.
Cute goat.
Day 2, Rancho Cucamonga. All right, we are here with Liz from the Rebel Legion and the Saber Guild, right? And 501st. She's awesome, and I've seen her around. And Devin's gonna go ahead and ask her a few questions. Go ahead.
All right. So, when did you start liking Star Wars?
I was a late bloomer, so that was probably back when I was about 25 years old. When I met, I think when I met my husband. So yeah, 22.
Okay. This is a test question from the original Star Wars. How many torpedoes did Luke blow up the Death Star with?
Oh wow. I don't know. I'm not that good. Now, if you were asking my husband, he will totally tell you. Yeah, but
We'll say 2.
There you go, 2.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. And wow.
Here we go.
So this is her helmet, and it's heavy. Not that heavy, but
well, we're actually working with a group, and that's how we got it done. So basically, we just bought a suit that was already done, and then we had to, dye it specifically this color and attach a bunch of stuff. So we just literally just grab pieces from everywhere with scavengers. So we just kind of put everything together, to make it look
like gray.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you paint this small?
My husband did. One of our friends made it, and so then we have to go in and sand it and put it
It's a
together.
baseball helmet.
Yeah, tight close.
And a vacuum hose.
Yes.
There you go. Alright. When he's done, see if you get a picture, okay?
How did you make
this one? Another friend of ours made it. So they have to make it from some sort of wood, and then they cast it, and so it's a whole process, but it's really good.
I know the belt.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff going on. So we have to go in and figure it out what kind of pieces that we're using, and so we try to get the closest one that we can. And so my friend Chris Hale, he did the helmet and he did the belt for me. He helped us, finding it.
So you can see here, side.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and this works too. Check it out. See, my husband made it so that way.
Cool.
Bring it down. Yeah.
Well,
So this is cool.
well, everyone, thanks for watching. This is Liz once again. We'll be seeing her soon. Dev, any?
I just have to say this helmet's pretty cool.
All right.
Jedi Elvis.
What's up, baby?
He did not die. He just went to go training.
Yep, do my training.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Go right ahead. Ah, he's trying to trick you with some trivia here.
That's all right, bring it on, bring it on. I did indeed. It is my belief that Kylo Ren turned on the lightsaber. Well, I have a very good friend who makes clothes, and so she did this for me. Her name is Stacey Fisher, and she actually rhinestone these herself. They're actual genuine Swarovski crystals, and we're actually not done. We've bought about $300 worth of crystals for rhinestones, and over the next year or so, we're going to put more and more on. How do I make my lightsaber? Basically, it's lightsaber parts, and then I put a microphone on the front there. And I know you won't be able to see it in this light, but when I can actually turn it on, and it glows green.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you can't see it right now because just like Liz. You want to see it? Yeah, it's too hard to see in the bright light.
Do you have a website you like to promote?
Well, basically, most of my business I do on Facebook, so if you just look for Jedi Elvis on Facebook, or you can Google... Yeah, not the one with the black and white picture, the one with the color picture of me. You can pretty much keep track of what I'm up to. Also, I have a YouTube channel that usually when I get performance video, I put it up there. So you can Google me, look for me on YouTube. Fantastic.
Great. Well, thank you, Jedi Elvis.
Thank you very much, sir. What was your name again? Devin. Pleasure to meet you. May the force be with you. Take care.
I buy them all as kits from like around the world. So like these are from a Fox company, all the guns from Hyperfirm, and then the Almo is from Almo makers, and I buy them and assemble them.
I know you use regular gloves for the gloves. How did you make the helmet and the lights on the side?
This is a resin, it's fiberglass. Yeah, and this is all the lights inside.
His pouch, his bag, yeah. That's nice.
This is where it kind of gets hard. Have you ever watched Star Wars?
Yeah, guys. Of course I have.
I always say this question every time. Who shot first? Han or Greedo?
It was Han.
People think it's Greedo. I don't know why. But I think it's Han. It definitely is. How did you get all this? No, yeah.
I just want to try to do it and I put it all on. I have like pads and straps to hold it all together.
That's cool.
I just made a huge assumption that
So the end of day 2 of Star Wars Read Day 2016 in Rancho Cucamonga was really eventful.
It was cool.
We got to see the Billie Dee Williams interview that they did. That was pretty awesome, and I also recorded that one. And that's it. We took a lot of pictures, interviewed some cosplayers and all that. Well, actually Devin did. Little nervous, but you know, he did a good job. Proud of him. So we'll see when we come out with our next video. Summertime's just around the corner, so we'll probably work on more videos.
It's almost the end of my school.
Yeah, so alright guys, may the force be with you.
Peace out.